Hi! What are you guys doing? Are you ready for a story? Okay, are you guys sitting down? Shall we go find Miss Nikki and see if she'll read us a book? Come on, let's go!
Hi friends, today we're counting with my book, Kids Count. Are you ready? Here we go. Kids Count by Nichole Hansen and Tevin Hansen. Livingston was baby one. His life journey had just begun. Livingston was baby one. Do you see the one? Livingston was baby one. Bartholomew was only 2. There wasn't much that he could do. Bartholomew was only 2. Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Are any of you 2? Annalie was all of 3. She liked to sing and swing with glee. Annalie was all of 3. Do any of you like to swing at the park, just like Annalie? Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Annalie was all of 3. Eleanor, now she was 4. She could do a whole lot more. Eleanor, now she was 4. Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Annalie was all of 3. Eleanor, now she was 4. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Clive was 5. He liked to add 5 plus 5 plus 5. Because Clive was 5. Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Annalie was all of 3. Eleanor, now she was 4, and Clive was 5. Beatrix was all of 6. She was in the schoolhouse mix. Beatrix was all of 6. There's a merry-go-round. Do you have a merry-go-round at your park? Here we go. Are you ready? Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Annalie was all of 3. Eleanor, now she was 4, and Clive was 5. Beatrix was all of 6. Tevin was only 7. Although he wanted to be 11, Tevin was only 7. Are you ready? Do you remember any of the names? Let's do them all together. Are you ready? Here we go. Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Annalie was all of 3. Eleanor, now she was 4, and Clive was 5. Beatrix was all of 6, and Tevin was only 7. Nate was 8. He loved to read and he could skate. Nate was 8. Here we go. Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Annalie was all of 3. Eleanor, now she was 4, and Clive was 5. Beatrix was all of 6. Tevin was only 7, and Nate was 8. Can you count with me again? Here we go. We're going to go all the way to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. This one is one of my very favorites. Are you ready? Clementine was fancy 9. Her sparkly dresses really shine. Clementine was fancy 9. Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Annalie was all of 3. Eleanor, now she was 4. And Clive was 5. Good job. Beatrix was all of 6. Tevin was only 7. And Nate was 8. And Clementine was fancy 9. Are you ready? What comes after 9? You think it's 10? Oh, let's find out. Benjamin was big kid 10. When they had races, he would win. Benjamin was big kid 10. Good job. Okay, take a big breath because we're going to do all 10 kids. Are you going to do them with me? Okay, here we go. Livingston was baby 1. Bartholomew was only 2. Annalie was all of 3. Eleanor, now she was 4. And Clive was 5. Beatrix was all of 6. Tevin was only 7. And Nate was 8. Clementine was fancy 9. And Benjamin was big kid 10. Whew, that's a lot of friends. It says, now that you've met kids 1 through 10, let's count the numbers once again. Are you ready to count with me one more time? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way to 10 with Kids Count. That was some awesome counting. Good job, guys. You can keep a steady beat with a tambourine or rock and roll with the drums. If you don't have drums, just grab some buckets. There are lots of different instruments, like the piano or the trumpet. You can play the guitar, but all instruments take practice, even the clarinet. Then you'll be ready to start a band. Did you know that the Kids Count book is really just one big poem? Let's listen to a page and see if you can find the rhyming words. Nate was 8. He loved to read and he could skate. Nate was 8. Can you say any of those rhyming words out loud? Did you hear Nate, 8, and skate? Let's do one more. Are you ready? Clementine was fancy 9. Her sparkly dresses really shine. Clementine was fancy 9. The rhyming words in this one were Clementine, 9, shine. Clementine, 9, shine. They all sound a little bit the same. And in poetry, just like music, we have a rhythm. We keep a steady beat. Now, if you got your activity pack from the library, you might find one of these really cool maraca egg shakers. If you didn't, you can always pick up an activity pack at the library anytime, or you can use your hands to keep a steady beat. Now, when we keep a steady beat, we usually only count to 4. Can you count with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job, friends. You did a great job keeping a steady beat. Now we're going to do it one more time, but this time I'm going to use my egg shaker to keep a steady beat. And we're only going to count to how many? That's right, we're going to count to 4. Here we go. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job keeping a steady beat. Now, in a little bit, we're going to sing the Kids Count song together. But I also brought some really cool instruments to show you. I brought this one. Do you know what this one is called? Right, this one is a tambourine. And just like with those maraca egg shakers, you can use a tambourine to keep a steady beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now some of these are a little bit different. This one, do you know what this one is called? It has a really silly name. It's called a whirly drum. And you take your hands like this, and you can whirl it. You can go fast, or you can go slow. This one gets very loud. Now this one looks like an animal. What animal does that look like? Yeah, it looks like a frog. So this rhythm instrument is called an African frog, and it even has a special stick that we use to keep a steady beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it sound kind of like the frogs that you might hear at nighttime? I like this one. Now this one is kind of a weird one. It sort of looks like an animal, a little bit. It's called a fish. Does it look like a fish? Sort of. And this one, just like the African frog, you use a stick to keep a steady beat. Now, these last instruments have a very silly name. Does anybody know what these are called? Any guesses? These are called castanets. Can you say castanets? Good job. And just like with all of the rhythm instruments, we use castanets to keep a steady beat. Do you remember what number we count to when we keep a steady beat? Right, we count to 4. Here we go. We're going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job keeping a steady beat. Now, if you have those egg shaker maracas, get them out and sing the Kids Count song with me.
Sing, everybody.
No laughing. You ready? Here we go. Livingston was baby 1, Bartholomew was only 2, Annalie was all of 3. Good job. Eleanor, now she was 4, Clive was 5, Beatrix was all of 6. Keep going, keep going. Tevin was only 7, Nate was 8, Clementine was fancy 9, Benjamin was big kid 10. Okay, that was the first part, and now it's going to speed up just a little bit though. Are you ready? Livingston was baby 1, Bartholomew was only 2, Annalie was all of 3, Eleanor, now she was 4, Clive was 5, Beatrix was all of 6. Good job. Tevin was only 7, Nate was 8, Clementine was fancy 9, Benjamin was big kid 10. Woo, got through that one. It's gonna get a lot faster from here. Whoa, here we go. Ready? Ready? Here we go.
Livingston was baby 1, Bartholomew was only 2, Annalie was all of 3,
Eleanor, now she was 4, Clive was 5, Beatrix was all of 6, Tevin was only 7, Nate was 8, Clementine was fancy 9, Benjamin singing, kid.
Thank you very much, Dad.
So what song was that? That was the song for...
Kids Count by Nichole and Tevin Hansen.
Livingston was baby one, Bartholomew was only two, Annalie was all of three. Good job. Eleanor, now she was four, Clive was five, Beatrix was all of six. Keep going, keep going. Tevin was only seven, Nate was eight, Clementine was fancy nine, Benjamin